So
they actually are going home this time. You know, we're playing on land. It's not like the
That's true. You're not just saying
weeks.
that metaphorically.
Yeah.
You're actually saying that literally.
Again, they're staying exactly where they are.
They're not leaving their seats.
They're already home.
We have cots set up in the studio that they can sleep on.
Now this time there's a long drive back to the team house where you're ecstatic if you win. Otherwise, it's going to be a very quiet car ride if you lose.
We got blankies and stuffed animals for them.
Make them
Some
feel better.
some warm milk.
Got to get well rested, you know. Be ready for the next matches. Actually, just going to be clearing that little cubby over to the side of the alt orb. One-way smoke coming through just to be able to spot if they're going to start aggressing up into A main.
Yeah, pretty slow for new turn, just looking around, seeing if they can get into A. And there was, again, that smoke really slowed things up. They're going to use Solo's turret to kind of leapfrog forward. And Echo's waiting. Owl drone and Recon there. Oh, Suggest gets up on top of the box, gets some pretty good damage in.
Yeah, really nice tags there on to Exy. No
Off of that damage, they're re-rotating. I mean, this is any little advantage you can find. Hey, let's try it.
He's really low. Come bring the spike over to A.
Yeah. And
guys, I swear, he's one shot. He's just one shot. Get
one shot. But the funny part is B was basically wide open.
Yeah. He actually is one shot, though. But I feel like saying somebody's one shot is the biggest lie ever told in gaming. The most repetitive lie as well.
Well, that is a lie every time I hear it.
Well, Dart not going to get cleared. Ritzy in a bit of an awkward spot, but still does manage to find one before Suggest trades it back. Up top here, TS with a frenzy. Finds two. Allow going to get dropped. That's just a round. So, yeah, a minor advantage. Not going to mean anything for them. TNL, they will take the pistol round.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you get it in your head. You're like, well, I got a lot of damage. He has to back up. Now the site's going to be open. And, well, there were two other members there waiting and one around the corner that you didn't check for. The recon dart never really spotted it with all the chaos in the middle of it. You didn't hear that guy shooting at the recon arrow that was above it. He's able to pick up one, get some damage into another, and then you just get mowed down in the middle of it. So, well, that is what it is. It's, you know, had they pushed forward just a little bit further into B.
Well, 4 spies are going to come out. We've got 2 stingers, a sheriff here for Suggest. Sheriff as well for Lakia. Everybody rocking at least half armor. So they want to swing this. Exy waiting. He's looking across the lobby. Tries to pull the gun up. He'll get forced back. Paranoia does come crashing through. Ritzy's there for the counter peek as the drone comes in from A lobby. Moving forward now. Spot 1. Flashpoint comes out. The Nano Swarm. Not really going to find too much. Ritzy just spraying through the smoke. Will take down Allow. Huge blind pickup as the spike gets planted and the door gets shut.
Yeah, Lau had to throw down a second smoke. Not ideal. Suggest going to be watching.
Oh.
Ash coming in.
Trying to line up the headshot. Unable to do so. Drop down now to clear hell. Lakia does manage to dome him with the Sheriff. Falls up for a second, but has to reload as everybody else comes down and surrounds him. So only so much to be done. And that will be TNL picking up 2 rounds in a row. Very costly here for New Turn.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that decision to go with the Stingers and the like. They got in there, but that little mistake from Allow, that first cloud burst didn't completely cover the door, so he had to throw a second. That slows him up. Ritzy catches him while he's doing that. That really kind of makes things a lot more difficult for New Turn going forward. You don't have your Jet for that entry, and you don't have your best player, you know, as well.
Yeah. Well, TS looking like he's just going to stick with the frenzy. Otherwise, Spectre's in a Bulldog for the rest of TNL. Knows that he is just one away from having that Blade Storm up. The dart will get cleared. Spot him once.
Through the wall. I like it. They know so well that that's what, you know, Godlike wants to do. He's there charging up the fall line, you know. It makes a lot of sense.
Lakia spotted in mid. Spike still being brought forward. TS, can he get that opening kill that he needs to get the ult online? Right now it's going to be situated just below the market steps. Nano Swarm will clear. Oh, okay. Tailwind across.
It's a great Nano Swarm. I mean, you just forced out so much utility.
Yep. Oh, man, Recon, however, spotting everybody. Echo starting to press forward, looks for the second lineup, does manage to find it. The Solo will fall And it's just going to be Suggest against the World. Manages to find one, finds two, but cannot get the third. So TNL will move up 3-0.
Well, as good as that Nano Swarm was, that was a better recon arrow. And that just spotted so much. The information is all, they know exactly the lineup. A new turns in, and you can just flank them from a couple different angles and, again, mow them down. So far, new turn not able to really find much success, barely even able to get into the sights. So they're going to have to try something a little different. Finally, they're going to be on a real rifle round. I mean, again, they spent a lot of money on that second round, so they that last round was kind of a throwaway.
All the same, they definitely made it costly here for the side of TNL. Operator is in the hands of TS as he pulls back out of mid. Allow will find one. Rolling Thunder comes crashing through. Flashpoints going to be tossed out. The Aftershock to try and deny them access to Boathouse, but they will persevere. Boombot does manage to find one here for the side of TNL, but it's just TS alone with an Operator. Low HP on Lakia. Oh, if he just goes to the wall, it would be huge. Would be such a great blind check.
It'd be just incredible game sense if he was able to get it. I don't know. I think TS should just save this. I think
he will. He's just going to hold this angle, and then as soon as we get, within 10 seconds or so, the spike getting ready to detonate, we'll go ahead and pull back, or just until he misses a shot.
Yeah, just get the heck out. We're trying to, see if they can maybe catch him a little bit on the way out. But Perry's not quite able to step up in time. TS gets around the corner, heads over towards Wine. He's going to settle in there somewhere around this area, at least, into A lobby. Maybe someone will come around the corner. Perry's in that direction. I don't think he will.
He's not going to push the corner. He won't have enough time. Yeah, literally as he was getting ready to move into Gelato. Round ends. So, new turn, putting one on the board. Decent little turnaround after some very close rounds. We'll take another look back here at Allow, who was able to break open the site before falling. This makes it that much easier for them to get in. But now they need to keep the momentum, so the question is, can they do it?
And the money's not great for TNL after all that. Even though TS keeps the Operator, it's only Echo with a Phantom, a Bulldog, a Spectre, and then Exy is expecting to maybe get a kill, and then he's going to have the Rocket at least. So if Exy can get that opening frag with his Sheriff, he's going to have a really good opportunity to pick up a double, potentially. Maybe even more, because it's Exy. He's really good.
Yeah, you can never really count him out.
No. God, TS, this is risky business. They're going to try to corner check him because they know he likes to do this. He's going to have to get out, tailwind forced.
Yep, does lose out on that. Door's shut, so they can't have this mid-wrap through market unless they decide to break that one down. Because they still have two members quite far away. And there might be a call to actually just pull the spike out of B lobby, but looks like they are going to start moving forward with this one as Allow pops the Blade Storm.
Smokes need to come out first. You can't go around this corner. I assume we got the Omen. If they're going to push this, he's going to do that. They're going to maybe recon it first, see what's going on. They might be able to catch Echo in the back with that.
Oh, yep. They do manage to find him with the bow. Pulled out. Updraft coming through. Grabs the Operators. Tiptoeing up there. He's like, oh! I want it so badly. Does not get punished. So it does recover that. Now can just sit in Boathouse and just hold this angle.
Do you think Perry uses from the shadows here? Like, is he going to go for a flank maybe?
No, I think you just hold it. You've got
hold
the numbers advantage.
Yeah.
No reason to use any more ults other than the the Blade Storm that you've already popped.
I agree. I don't think there's any reason to use it here, especially now.
Just chill with it.
It's just too late.
Yeah, it's just going to have to be a backup here from the members of TNL. Sentry is there. Solo trying to get this kill. Tries to spray through to break the armored wall, but as they push out from market, Suggest we'll get both members of TNL who are lurking in mid. So no exit kills to be found. Ritzy left alive. Here's them all rotating through and is just playing Ring Around the Rosie with them.
Yeah, I really like the way that they kind of counterplay off knowing that Operator's there or potentially there from TS. They get him to back out, again, wasting his utility early on. And then they throw the smokes, dive in ahead of it. If he's the one who backed up in the boats, which is really unlikely, but even then, you're able to get in there, get that pick, just allow things. One of the best Blade Stormers in the business. And comes through, picks up some big kills, and now we're looking forward to see what the turnaround is going to be here for TNL. They're again on the back foot with the money. Lost the operator.
Yeah, it's actually being held by Solo at the moment.
Or Solo has it, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Might look to swap
he picked it up.
off,
Oh, that's right. Okay. But for TNL,
yes.
TS lost the operator, of course. Now Echo has an Ares. Makes sense. Solo does use it from time to time. And he's going to try to, like, out-TS the TS strategy, but nobody home.
But TS isn't there.
Wah, wah.
No TS to be found, but now they will start moving forward. This is going to give them a lot of information. No one's forward holding. Severely limits the amount of places that everybody could be sitting right now on this defense. And oh, that's a great shot. Solo finds Echo. Low HP on Godlike as well. Makes his way back over into the boathouse. Just playing forward over towards the switch. Will get taken out after he finds Suggest.
Turret plays by B main to cover that angle. He's already one in market as well, so the crossfires are incredible. Allow, good shooting, gonna get one, looking for the last one. There in the corner, but it's gonna be a TP to back out. Perry's ready for it though, and Perry picks it up.
That pushes the issue, gets the finish on him. And that's gonna tie us up.
I'm telling you, every win that New Turn gets on the attacking side just makes it feel like the noose is getting tighter and tighter around TNL.
We're noting, when Echo died in that kind of bizarre spot, the damage on the Godlike wallbanged.
Did it really?
Didn't finish him, but it knocked him down to like 40-something HP.
Oh my lord.
That's where that damage came from. But
that's insane.
Just lucky lineup there for Solo.
Yes.
An unfortunate placement for Echo, who's just in such a very bizarre spot.
Well, now he's got Hunter's Fury, so I would hope he's kind of playing a little bit more back, a little bit more safe.
Oh, looking for the lineup, and Solo pushes the corner. Oh no, does draw out with the lockdown. Pulls that one out, and that's a pretty costly mistake there.
At least he doesn't lose it. I think it stays, right? He didn't place it, so I think even though it's in your hands, I think it stays.
Yeah, because you can draw it out and then you can decide not to use it.
Yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't completely lose the ultimate, but
yeah. I can't use it.
He was seconds away.
Yeah, from it being really bad. And that was only like pretty bad.
So a super impressive scope. Perry, however, made his way over onto the A side. Popping the ultimate. Paranoia coming through. Lockie has to pull back around the corner. The Hunter's Fury is rolling from the enemy, and he's just manages to re-peek with the help of Loud. Take down Godlike.
Great shock dart, too.
Yeah, the dart pushed forward. Echo does manage to find one. That's going to be the drop down, but Lockie wins out on the exchange. 3 members still left standing here for New Turn as they take the lead 4-3.
I mean, now they're starting to control mid, and now they're just out-fragging them. They're out-thinking them. You know, even though they pick up that early kill, get rid of the op out of Solo's hands, that doesn't really disrupt too much of what they want to do. They're still just winning fights all over the place. It's really looking like TNL now is starting to kind of fall apart a bit. This is now 4-3 on the attacker side for New Turn. When this is going to be you would assume having a Sentinel means their defense that's kind of what they're looking for more so.
Trying to throw the fault line to cut them off in the approach here to A. Slows them down just a little bit, but they will be able to take over the site. And now TNL have to try to go for this retake. Showstopper is up from Exy. Boombot to start. Around the back, TS trying to line up a shot. Doesn't manage to do so. Will get eliminated. Loud tries to set up a little bit of a one-way smoke, but it's not quite what he wanted. Does get tagged up through the wall, falls down to 29 HP as the flash points from hell just look to stave them off. Exy pressing forward, finds one. Just down below, sprays through, finds Ritzy. That's huge, but look at the push coming through. Perry and Solo make their way up through heaven, through the window. They get the cleanup.
Yeah, that's just a great flank. That just causes all kinds of problems. It's a great slow up into heaven. I mean, the smokes are there to buy time, even though, yeah, that smoke from Alao wasn't the best, and he got out-dueled by Exy there. It doesn't matter. You're buying a ton of time. You get the call that they're up there. Suggest gets a wall bang. They roll on through the backside. I mean, that's a great shot by Exy, but look at this. Everybody's just stuck in there. There's all kinds of utility being flung up inside of it. Just it's destruction.
TS with an operator in hand yet again. Looking up towards top mid. Corner peak not really going far enough out to draw a shot. TS creeping forward. Got to be careful about this timing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, heard the jump out there from Suggest. That was almost a very dangerous situation for TS.
New Turn's doing such a good job of being aware of TS, you know, his money situation, knowing that he's going to have an operator, and corner checking him, covering each other to make sure that he isn't able to push up through that mid area to look through Bell Tower. Here comes the lockdown, finally being able to use. He doesn't get shot with it in hand this time.
Yeah, and there's no Hunter's Fury available from Echo, so cannot clear this out. Blade Storm now ready.
You have to wait a bit in case somebody is inside of there.
Yep, but no one detained. Spike now getting planted. And it's yet again another rough retake position for TNL. I mean, look how far spread out New Turn are right now. They're trying to catch anybody on these rotations. They might not realize that everybody's already kind of clustered up over towards the defender's spawn alley, but...
Yeah, their anti-retakes are so smart.
They'll start collapsing forward. Ritzy manages to find Suggest over by bench. Makes his way into market. Cloudburst coming down. Oh, no, Exy, he saw him! Just drops the rocket right at his feet. Now presses forward into the back of Boathouse, and suddenly it is now New Turn who kind of need to retake this one. Pushing around the corner. Ritzy somehow not falling the solo. Completely misses a shot. He pushes back forward, gets the takedown, follows up onto Lakia, and that completely falls apart from New Turn. They try to go for a fairly disengaged, well spread out defense, but they catch absolutely nobody on the rotations, and then they cannot retake the site.
Yeah, if you can't catch people on those rotations, then that retake setup isn't going to, do much, because all of a sudden you have nothing left on the site, and it does not fool TNL at all. And that rocket by Exy, the reaction to shoot right underneath his feet, what the heck is his sensitivity at? That is crazy.
I mean, he barely entered into the cloudburst, and he must have, just
He
heard.
just saw it.
He must have, I mean, even if he didn't see it, maybe he just barely heard Allow below him and then just let the rocket go. Either way, it was a huge pickup and really set the stage for them to be able to break forward onto the site. Decent delay tactics still by New Turn with a Hunter's Fury to try to make it as close as humanly possible. Perry is not really respecting an aggressive push. It does get punished there over by Market. Cloudburst now coming down. Allow going to take a smattering of damage here from the grenade. As TS gets himself situated back up here into heaven. Cloudburst comes down to deny the vision, and he goes for the peak. Recon dart doesn't mean jack if it can't see you. Good little cover up there. Great reaction. And now the two-man advantage. Solo, however, brings it back a little bit closer. Gets the headshot.
Now, let's see what they can do. Solo going to be lurking behind the boxes. Suggest getting ready with the flashpoint. Sends it up. Isn't going to follow up off to that. Aftershock coming in on the back end. Going to back up. Along there is Godlike. Didn't take any damage from that. A fault line as well to keep buying time. And still haven't really been able to get this spike down.
Yep. They're worried about the collapse as soon as they try to place it. Jump up here from Solo. Does he really want to try to peek this? Okay, he does. And he will manage to capitalize. Allow now lurking over through tree. Finds Exy. It's on the outside of the doorway. Recon dart forward. Not going to get a spot. It's a 2v2 with low HP members on the side of New Turn looking to defend this. Push through the window. Allow caught off guard. And now it all comes down to Solo, who just gets sprayed down. Does have one nano swarm available. Gets one, but cannot follow up. Echo directly on top of him. Gets the finish, and TNL will get the round.
Yeah, didn't confuse them at all, what Allow's doing. He's hanging out over in tree, and Ritzy isn't fooled. He waits to make sure. He knows that Allow wants to come up that backside. Catches him coming around the door. It's a really nice setup. Solo doing everything he can in that round. My word. Guy was dialed in. Just too much at the end of the round there for him to handle. Goodness.
Well, 5-5. 2 in a row now here for TNL. Allow, I mean, it's a great kill, but does not need to be going for this kind of peak, over towards window at all.
Yeah.
It's quite costly. Just, play the hard angles. Wait for them to come to you.
That's a 50-50 out of that door if he stays outside of it, so.
Even less so, just because you're going to have just that holder's advantage here.
Of course.
On land, so it's not even.
Well, if the person does come through window,
yeah,
he's got a 50-50 at that, and that's a really nice essentially defender's advantage. All right, Echo going to try to set play here with TS. See if they can pick somebody out with that recon drone, but
TS is really far forward.
Oh god, he's
Solo
gonna die.
is right around the corner. He will find the shot, but yeah, Suggest gonna peek out. They make it a 1-for-1. It's a pretty costly one. So overall, getting the operator out of their hands might be good enough for you, but here comes the Odin spraying through. But the box is gonna help absorb quite a bit of this as the ult orb gets picked up. Continues to spray in and just can't quite line it up. Solo dancing around the bullets.
Yeah, he's got the lockdown now as well. You got to be careful with that because you can, of course, shoot the lockdown through the wall as well. So it's gonna have to try to find a different angle to try that. Ritzy gets caught lurking. Suggest not even hesitating on that one. They knew somebody was back there. They get that kill, and now they're maybe rethinking B. Exy had pushed up there as well. Okay, there we go. Now lockdown's in.
Yep, does come through yet again. Not gonna have the Hunter's Fury available. He's trying to destroy it and will manage to get it with those darts, however. So still does deny the lockdown, but can they deny the plan? Godlike trying to play in the back here. Echo manages to find one. Solo will take out Godlike. Now it all comes down to Exy in a 1v3 scenario. Solo knows exactly where he's going to be coming from, however, because of the market, but Exy manages to get him. Headshot right through the corner of the archway. Checking close, making sure that no one playing around the corner. One in boathouse, one in the back, tries to snap on, manages to find Suggest. The paranoia comes crashing through, and Perry has enough time to go ahead and get the finish. Whew. Damn close, though, Exy. Almost running it back.
Man, that looked like an easy win for New Turn. TNL, I mean, Exy is just nuts. The guy is just crazy good. Gets that win on the duel with Solo. Solo's flick just a little bit off. He oversteps it, kind of expecting someone to be over in main. Is ready just in case there's another. Blast packs over into Lumber just in case. Gets a huge headshot onto Suggest, and Perry barely able to win that with that paranoia.
Such a panic move, and honestly, wouldn't guarantee anything, but with that paranoia coming out, he knows he's in boathouse. Maybe just chucking the blast pack to try to buy some extra time, knock him back in. Offset his movement a little bit, offset his aim with the blast pack to buy a little bit of time for that paranoia to expire. Might have been a good play. I don't know. Either way, he falls.
It's tough in that moment.
6-5. Oh, it definitely is. I wouldn't have even killed two of them.
Yeah, I would have looked. I would have looked grounded. Cried a little. But last round and a half. Let's see if TNL can even it up and maybe give themselves a chance juggling some guns. Over to the side here. See if they can maybe get the opening pick. Echo this time. No follow-up from TS. TS just with the Vandal. Doesn't feel like he needs that. Well, probably couldn't afford the operator, to be honest, as a Bladestorm. Echo, Hunter's Fury. So, can kind of maybe see if you can get some value out of that. If you can catch him in B main, we've seen that before, where Hunter's Furies can really wreck a team's round. If he's able to get like a sense on when they're going to start coming in, with the timer the way it is as well, he might get something decent.
Well, dark covers starting to come out. There's a flash point. Pulls back around the corner, just fast enough to avoid two. Gets himself pinned, however, as the flashpoints continue to fly. TS will find one, but then gets eliminated by Allow, who finds two on the round thus far. Holds it down for a third. Knives go out. Dashes up, and the right click connects. 7-5. New Turn closed out the half with a lead.
Yep. Back and forth for sure. Great adjustments on both sides. And New Turn, they are in the driver's seat. They are flying this plane towards Muyaho. Looking to land.
That's a dangerous place to be flying towards.
Yeah.
That's like your pilot being like,
we're going to be flying into a tropical storm in just a moment, please. So everybody buckle your seatbelts.
I got to stop giving you opportunities to use your radio voice.
I mean, no
matter
which side of the bracket you're on, whether it's going up against Muyaho or you're getting ready to go up against Vision Strikers, it's a terrifying prospect no matter what.
Yep.
But yeah, either way, New Turn, they're on the right track. It was a very solid start here with the attacks coming through. Now get ready to go on the defense to look to close this out. And TNL, they need to keep pushing the limit. They need to go hard in the paint. They need to be able to close this out on the attacker side.
Yeah, it's It's too late for the 80s montage for TNL. It's got to be just, it's got to happen right now. They got to level up, and it's going to be tough. It's, again, you have that killjoy, so that makes things a little more difficult on the attacker side, to be frank. I mean, yeah, you have the duelist, but you know, you gotta get it done. And I don't know, man. I mean, double duelist is nice. The raise is great on defense too. You can control a lot of space, but at the end of the day, execution is what it's going to come down to for TNL. Big time pistol round coming up once again. They won the first one. Can they come through, win another pistol?
Would be huge. Would essentially allow them to tie this up. Lakia already taking a ton of damage, now going to be permanently blind, it would seem. And there's just a ton of damage pushed out right now by TNL. So this is a very solid start for them. 2 members down to 16 HP. Allow at 48 as he creeps around. He's taking some shots through the smoke, trying to find any kind of connection that he could possibly get.
Yeah, they really pushed into mid hard.
Oh, TS.
TS.
At Gelato with the frenzy. Oh, he decides to peek. Manages to find one. That was low HP, however. Solo will take a tap to the chest. Falls down to 73.
Lakia going heaven. There's a dart there. They're going to stop him up for just a second. Trying to set up these crossfires. Try to get this retake successful. There's the opening for Solo.
Get one. Lakia dodging out on the flash. Gets the headshot. Drops down. Spots one in hell. Allow finding the kill. The boom bot will finish off Lakia, and Allow can't quite clutch it. XC with 3 on the round. We'll have a celebratory chuck of the paint shells as they do go ahead and take the first round.
That boom bot just patrolling. Doing a great job. Well done by XE. Held on by TNL. Again, that was a huge pistol round for them. And they win both pistol rounds here on Ascent, and that's going to give them a really good chance to potentially come through, win another one, tie things up, and see if they can get it done on the attacker's side. Again, Ascent, you know, a lot of people think it's a defender's map. Well, I wonder sometimes here in Korea. It definitely feels like attacker's side does really well. It kind of swings back and forth.
It's very swing. I mean, it comes down to, it comes down to whether or not you can defend, you know, your spike plants. Because a lot of teams get great entries, but then they have such awful ability to stave off the opponents.
Yeah, it's hard to set up crossfires on this one. The bomb sites are pretty tight. And the entry points into the bomb sites are kind of, they're also very small.
And B's the easiest to defend, but it's also, you know, probably the hardest to take, just given historically what we've seen from a lot of teams.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Bucky from Solo.
No boombot. No boombot for you. Actually, just in case somebody's trying to push forward to the Bucky. Throwing some damage in their face, but no, Solo just chilling by himself. 4 on to B, and if they make this push, this is going to be wild. I mean, this is the perfect setup for a new turn to try to defend this. Near perfect.
Pressing forward, making a lot of noise now. Well, if ands, buts are about it now, but are they going to be prepared for 4 members to already be bunkered down here in the site? Flashpoints flying. Lakia spotting one, just jumps up, gets the right clicks through, manages to find one. Solo with the Bucky will find another. Turn around, there's 3. And there's the finish. Thrifty win for New Turn. Great turnaround for them.
Just not fooled at all. And then Solo, just no hesitation. Once the call is in that it's going to be B, they all fall back into boat. He comes around through into B main with the Bucky. Gets him in the back line. Huge win for New Turn. 8-6. 5 wins away from moving on to the semifinals for New Turn. This is, I mean, they're so smart. They read their opponents so well in that round. It's just incredible. They just know. They're just like, well, they're going to go to B. They tried to kind of come through A little bit. We just know.
Yep, definitely a great read. TS just checking a cloud burst up there onto short for a moment. XE lurks around. Sheriff drawn down.
Now all the money's gone for TNL. Those thrifties are just so brutal economically. They hurt you so bad. All right, Lakia, Owl Drone, hello. Yes, that is a jet. Gets tagged up. Doesn't see the spikes, though. They still don't know exactly what's going on. XE's still looming over by Gelato in the A main area, and this time they're going to start creeping through. Lakia, though, going to throw that dart around the corner. Now he knows because he heard a shot around there. He's going to get spotted himself. That's going to send him packing into boats.
Yeah, just pulling him back into the site. I mean, him getting spotted, not too big of a deal. Obviously, he's already sending out his own arrows. They know that he's going to be in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Gets a little bit of damage in onto Godlike. And now we'll drop back down into the site yet again. The drone moving forward. Shouldn't really be able to see too much. Solo spraying through that smoke. It's a decent hit here on the TS, who starts pushing down, and somehow Lakia just completely chokes in the aim. Doesn't get the shot. Solo, however, manages to find two before falling. As Exi gets a little bit of cleanup. Two members left. Exi with the nades takes out Suggest.
Now, Allow got caught trying to come in through alley. Exi gonna let fly. Doesn't catch. Parry, full health. Paranoia, an opportunity. Smoke as well. So we could get this done for sure. Just to switch over. And here we go.
Okay, dark cover being used. Paranoia flying. Hits one. And oh no! Such a feels bad moment. Exi just throwing the blast back into his face. Gets the elimination for 4 kills in the round. What a play.
That's the best. I love that. Exi just booped him at the blast back.
Just wonderful.
Oh, God, yes. It's so good. All right. Well, 8-7 now. That's so funny.
Oh.
Yeah, you can't whiff on those shots, though. Lakia just, I mean, that was uncharacteristic of him, missing those shots on the entry when he was defending it. Well, they know now it's Alau's turn, so it's time to start corner checking stuff. Just in case that operator's there. Hello, Lakia. Good cover.
Back off. Well, keeping him protected. Exi creeping around at A. Parry waiting. Rotates back. Gets himself off the site. The spike moving forward as Exi calls, I haven't seen any movement. I think that this might be okay. I think we can make an entry here.
They're looking for it. The thing is they're hiding themselves by window here. There's 3 of them over there. So, even if you can get in there, maybe you're not going to be expecting them to get there as quickly and as, with as many people as they have set up. So, Nano Swarm out at the door.
It's not much to try to counteract this lockdown if Solo decides to use this defensively. Aftershock moving forward, jump up top, Solo finds TS. Very nice punish as Exi is also down almost a half health. Spike starting to get planted. Shock darts just kind of jumping in up over the top. Doesn't get the hit, but there's the lockdown.
That one shock dart landed by the boxes on the roof.
And Solo would love for somebody to try to move in here. Shock dart gets a single hit in, but now it's going to be 3 members disarmed. Oh, hello. I see you around the corner. And with no way to clear it, it's just an easy retake for new turn.
Yep, bonk. Welcome to lockdown jail. There you go. That's a great setup, great retake by new turn. That's textbook usage of the lockdown. I mean, like you mentioned, there really wasn't much of a chance for them to get to it once it was placed. There's no Hunter's Fury. There's some shock darts.
They tried with the shock darts, but needed to land a boat. Didn't quite work out that way. So
that one shock dart though was so funny. It landed right on the roof. He tried to bounce it in, and it kind of deflected, kind of funky. Just didn't even make it to the ground.
Well, TNL, getting these spikes down, but again, not defending them, and that's one of the biggest things here. Drone forward, will spot one. They'll see the op over in mid. Get the dart onto Allow and see him pull all the way back.
And Alau's got to be careful. They're pushing hard through market.
But Solo is creeping in from behind. These cloudbursts are going to expire pretty soon, but there is a little back angle there. Echo ready to catch. Allow finds TS. 1 for 1, now 2 for 1 as Allow does fall. Godlike coming in with the kill. Spike now being rotated here onto the site, and Lakia completely surrounded with nowhere to go. Aftershock will further delay any aggressive pushing, and it's a 2v4 for any kind of attempted retake here for the side of New Turn.
Yeah, I don't know about this. If you're New Turn, this is going to be insanely difficult.
You can see they, truly have no idea where everybody from TNL is at.
No, when you have a little bit of utility and you have a fault line. Oh, now you do not.
Yep, gets the spot, sprayed through the wall. There's the finish, and there is Perry running for the hills.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no reason for Perry. At this point, you might as well just save the money, save the gun. It's just, yeah, good comeback again, going right in through market hard. And that's a great rush, great push, very smart. I mean, it's on the attacker's side. If you can gain control of market like that, it's really difficult for the attackers to do anything about it. And they might lose one in transition, and they even leave. They leave the Sova, they leave Echo at the benches, just watching in market in case somebody comes back there. Solo tries. He's very ready for it. It's just a really good setup, really good execution by TNL. What are you gonna do?
Play better.
Well.
No, it's it was a very solid start for them, and then they just took them down one after the other. The great lurk there in mid, and Echo to catch Solo really stopped all that flank potential that they were otherwise going to be looking for.
Now they're gonna change the pace, set another smoke into mid. This time there's nobody even watching market. I mean, New Turn has got some. They've got some confidence because after getting kind of rushed through market like that, and they're fine just backing off. Lakia's got an Odin, so they're confident to let him hold down B by himself. The spike is B side, so that's looking like where TNL will eventually want to go. They're trying to fake a little bit over towards A, and who knows, might send the Owl drone in to really try to fake it if they really felt like it. It's going to be Lakia sending his through into B. He's going to see a couple there, though.
It does get the spot on the 2.
With the jet there. That should alert you a little bit more, though, that this is going to be the site. And I'm not seeing any rotations from New Turn just yet. I'm not.
It's still 4 stack.
Yep.
So, Lakia with the Odin. I mean, hey, this is winnable. If he just sprays and prays. Waits for it a moment.
Now. Ooh, too long.
Throws out the dart. He's going to wait to try to get some vision. And there you go. That's godlike down. Gets a little bit of damage through on Ritzy before falling. Decent amount of effort there. But Echo again with this deep lurk, just finding Solo for the 2nd round in a row. Takes him out, just denying any chance of, getting over to the side, building up anything. And that, okay, delayed reaction. Perry just strikes him down.
He might have been looking at his map.
Yeah, might have been looking, it had to have been looking elsewhere because he was not ready and not reacting. Fault line through, won't find too much. Flashpoint as they get ready. Oh, but TS just takes a shot through the smoke, finds Allow. Gets the sense. Exy, instant peek. Gets the headshot, and TS will close that out as Suggest falls. TNL keeping it going.
Yeah, if Echo keeps finding Solo when he's trying to come through on these flanks, that's going to be real tough for New Turn on these retakes. They're slow on it too. I just don't. Maybe he didn't see the jet. I don't know if Lakia maybe just missed it. Like he saw 2. But he should have recognized that a jet was over there, and that's when you got to be like, okay, well, this is probably where they're going to push. Because the jet, that's the entry. That's typically. Not always, of course, but a lot of times.
Well, either way, we are now tied up 9-9. New Turn very much being stopped in their tracks after getting those first 2 rounds in the half. It's been very swingy, but TNL picking up 2 in a row now. Look to take the lead. Well, New Turn... are just going to be hoping and praying that they can somehow pull off a thrifty. But not even, full utility in the inventory right now. A frenzy, a couple sheriffs to try to hold this off. And you can see it's a Killjoy over at B that only has a sentry in mid and a single nano swarm waiting to be used. So this is not the firm hold that you really anticipate from a Sentinel.
Take the boombot out. Exy knows, or at least suspects someone's in line. Yep. Okay.
Tailwind's out. Still nearly loses 30 health.
It's a good recognition by Exy, knowing they're going to be on the eco, knowing that, you know, they're going to want to try to play forward as much as they can, try and get some value out of those close-range situations. Being in wine there, if somebody lurks through. Good opportunity. TS up front with the operator. Oh, Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, Rolling Thunder does come through from Suggest. Exy lobbing in a blast pack as he makes his way to market. Down here in the cubby will get forced out. Exy gets the line up. Solo goes down. Lau pulling back over towards the site, but oh man, tries to get into Boathouse, kind of greeting for that position. Push around the corner, Exy latches on to Lakia, looks for a little bit more. There's 4. Do we see 5? Yes, we absolutely do. TNL take the lead on the back of an ace by Exy.
Exy's coming online, baby. My goodness, just clicking heads front to back there. You don't even need to talk about anything else that happened that round. That was Exy. That is why he is considered one of the best in Korea. His aim placement so darn good. He finishes it off with a pistol of all things. Just ridiculous.
Swaps it out now. TNL within touching distance. 3 more rounds to go, but New Turn still hot on their heels after that major save round. They're coming in, and they're pulling out all the stops. Operator here for Allow as he plays forward, gets this one-way smoke to see if anybody's going to peek at main. Exy is cheating up into this area.
He's been doing it a lot, so now they're trying to kind of make him pay for it. Using a rifle to take down the boom bot. Allows, got to come forward, great shot.
Yep, manages to nail it. Gets a huge punish, great shutdown. And they'll just go ahead, chuck out another smoke, and that is New Turn putting their right foot forward to try and tie us up yet again.
I mean, that's such a huge pickup. That really just completely takes the wind out of the sails for TNL. The momentum was all into Exy. He'd just gotten that ace. They had just won a huge round. They had just taken the lead. What a great turnaround set play for New Turn. Now they've got to defend a potential A push here.
Jump forward, didn't spot anything, but you see the wrap around. They know this is going to be an ace high hit, so they try to get into position. Up in heaven. Rolling Thunder comes crashing through, does manage to hit Allow, but not before he can clip TS. Finds one, the paranoia is there, Suggest mowing them down. 2 kills, it is just Echo all on his lonesome now. They just spray straight through. They have this
We know you're there!
Yep, and they will find it. Suggest gets him in the end. Flawless round for New Turn to tie us up.
Goodness. Well, we didn't get overtime on Haven. It was darn close. We were in a pretty similar situation. Actually, we were in an almost identical situation.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty close. These two teams are so smart. They're so good. I mean, TNL is playing the Ascent of their lives right now. They are just so good. I mean,
they're certainly trying.
Yeah, and Exy is just incredible. I mean, 21, 15, and 4. Having a wonderful, wonderful round. One more kill. He's going to have the showstopper there. Echo, Hunter's Fury. Alau's got to back way the heck up, though.
Getting themselves forward here, dashing down. Lakia barely manages to confirm the kill before falling to the nade. Perry way into the back, manages to find Ritzy. The rocket from Exy takes out Alau. Now, they move forward here, because it is a 3v3.
Spike down, though.
Yep, Spike is being held in the back. Perry holding this position. Solo and Suggest all rotating over, and they say, come on. We know you want it. We know you need it. Good luck taking it.
Not much utility other than some of Suggest stuff. I guess you have dark covers as well. Oh, he found his alarm bot. There, it's back. But, well, actually you got, with the breach basically having everything, that's actually quite a bit of utility and time you can buy. You can really wait this out.
Yep, Aftershock now to delay them being able to push out. Godlike. Just with the fault line now used, answering fault line.
No.
Ready, Suggest tosses it, pushes the corner. Exy finds one. Godlike does fall. Perry. Ooh, yep, gets pushed. Exy, do we see it again? Suggest takes one's head off, and the blinds are so good that he is able to find Exy. Denies another ace. A New Turn will move up 11-10.
Wow. I mean, Exy is doing everything he can to put this team on his back. 9 kills in the last 3 rounds, and he died, by the way, at the very beginning of the previous round.
Yeah.
He's so darn good, but Suggest just a little bit better. Just the timing on that.
Normally you say he's doing God's work, but he's doing Godlike's work. I mean, you can see him at the bottom of the standings with a 6-16 and 8. Exy is really carrying the squad right now, just trying desperately to get them across this finish line.
I mean, to step up into that paint shell suggests to have the confidence to do that, the wherewithal is incredible.
So damn close, but not going down without a fight. Allow. Does he continue going for the peak? He does. Oh, man. A little bit too much movement. Loses the accuracy. Doesn't get the shot onto the enemy Omen.
Where's Exy? That's what I'm asking right now.
He's at
Gelato? All right. Can we call it Butcher? There's a Butcher shop there. Like the front half of it is Butcher, the back half is Gelato.
Call it Butcher Box, I guess.
Butcher Box.
Well, Allow on the repeat does find Ritzy this time.
Oh, you can see TS. That's that Blade Storm. Want to see if he can maybe.
This would be.
This is
such an ego play if he goes for it.
I don't know, man. Okay, they're gonna try to overstack it. Collateral.
Okay, blind out. They get the push. Now they go for the rush. Dash up over the top. Blade Storm coming down, but TS is there. Allow can't quite figure out which way to look. Hunter's Fury going through. Gets one tag, but it's not going to be enough to kill. Sight. Entry is there from TNL. Several low members now as Exy just holds it down from Market. Looks for the lineup here on to Suggest. Pulls back as the flashpoint gets ready to come through. Gets his way at the top of stairs. Needs to be careful. The fault line will connect. They start pushing. They're looking for him. Godlike has the crossfire to try to keep him protected. They move out. Exy goes down. New turn. They will be able to get this defuse.
Woo! I got to give TNL a ton of credit. This is such a good play to take advantage of the fact that Allow does not have his tailwind. They know that he's got an operator. They know that he's going to be playing up front. He misses the shot. They just dash right in, get ahead of him, even with the tailwind of their own from TS. He pulls out the Blade Storm, but TS is fast enough to take him down. That being said, the retake's insanely good for New Turn. I mean, it's just...
Wow.
Exy can only do so much. Somebody else needs to get going for TNL. This is it. Match point.
One more to go. I mean, a great start, but TS collapsing. Exy holding his back angle, but unfortunately, just with the fault line, does end up dying in the end. It's just one map left to go for New Turn. And they have so much at their disposal. No ultimates available at all on the side of TNL. There's a lockdown, a rolling thunder here.
Play for the retakes.
They absolutely can. Well, looking for the peak there off mid. No one giving him the opportunity. The weapons is just not there as well for TNL. Two Spectres. Not what you want to see. Spot one, should have heard the shots coming through on the sideline there from...
Yeah, there's two.
Ritzy, so.
Yeah, two in Market, waiting. I'm going to throw a smoke out into mid to buy a little bit of cover for Allow to push out, waiting, seeing if they can maybe bait somebody out. Yeah, nobody's going to bite. Nobody comes through mid, top for Allow. Try to find that operator shot. So back over towards A. Still some setups around B. Gonna spray through with the Odin is Lakia. Doesn't find any connection there. And now is this gonna be go time?
He's gonna spray through again. Gets a couple shots through. Godlike falling a bit low. Aftershock will force him down. Oh, it's just, oh man.
He hit
a lot of damage for the Godlike. Rolling Thunder. Comes crashing through, Suggest knocking them all back, getting the dazes in. Exy with 1 HP, Lakia just sprays for 4. What a way to shut it down. 13 to 10, Lakia with the Odin, picks it up.
That is the Odin for you. That is why the Koreans love the Odin on that map. Just ridiculous. I was just sitting there, I'm like, just to hold the trigger down, just hold it down. There it is, baby. Huge.